What's up, folks? It's your boy, Mr. Bank Anchor, man. Just back with another update for y'all. In this update, I just want to go over how I felt once I got back to work, the good and the bad, and just how it relates to my recovery. I had my surgery 5 months ago. About a month ago, I went back to work. So I've been to work for the past 4 weeks. In my job, I work in auto collision. I do a lot of, stooping down, I guess, bending over, leaning over, a lot of kind of neck like this, kind of, So you think about that in relation to how your neck is going to be moving, or at least my neck, if you want to relate this, to your own life or whatever, your own work. A lot of back and forth motion, sanding. Excuse me, sorry, I'll cover my drink up. A lot of sanding, back and forth. Like I said, a lot of stooping down, picking stuff up off the ground, things of that nature. Okay. Like I said, I've been back to work for about 4 weeks. My first week back to work, I felt perfect, felt good. I felt like that's what I needed. I felt like I needed to get out and just loosen some of this stuff up. If you watch any of my other videos, I always told you I had this, just the little sensation in my finger and pain like in my trapezius muscle, I guess that's what it's called. I think I might have called it trapezoid, which was totally wrong, but I think it's a trapezius muscle, but the muscle's like right here between the neck and the shoulder, but more or less mine is like right here, my pain at least. Like right now I feel fine, don't feel any of that pain, don't feel anything. The only thing I feel is this tingling sensation, which I usually feel when I sit down. And before I went back to work, of course I was thinking, at this job, am I gonna be able to do this job? Do I need to find a job when I'm sitting down? Do I need to find another job? But honestly, when I sit down, I get a little pain right here, like in that tricep area, and this starts to tingle a little more and gets a little more numb than it normally is when I'm sitting down. And that's a every time, every deal thing. I don't know why, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to talk fast. I don't want to make this video too long. Hope I don't miss nothing. But I always respond to the comments. So anyway, like I said, my first week I felt fine, I felt good. I felt like that's what I needed to do. Get out, work some of this stuff out, get back, into my normal life. Second week didn't feel so good. Didn't feel good at all. I actually was texting my wife, like, my arm. Listen to what I'm saying, my arm. Anybody had this pinched nerve deal? It's always something with the arm. One of the two, one of the arms. And I was like, my arm is just going haywire. It's bad. It's da-da-da-da-da-da. And she like, just take it easy, take pain pills. I'm like, pain pills not going to help nerves. But anyway, so I dealt with it. I dealt with that pretty much all the second week. Then going into the third week, the beginning of that week, I felt pretty bad too. Then toward the end of the week, I started feeling back normal like I did when I first went back to work. Now, the only difference between those two times was the weather. My first week back, clear skies, nice sunny weather, beautiful days. My second week, we had a stretch of storms from some hurricane. I can't remember which one it was, but we had a stretch of thunderstorms that just lasted like about 8 days. I mean, just bad weather. The barometric pressure was just off, just all over the place. Humidity was all over the place, rain in and out, storms in and out. It was just awful. And they continued until that third week, and then they left like that Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we had good weather. So I kind of took note of that. Then I started paying attention. So the fourth week would be this week that just passed. Today is Sunday. I'm making this video on a Sunday. So fourth week would be the week that just passed. I noticed it. We had good weather starting out, and then like one of the days, it just was like bad, not like crazy thunderstorm, but it was like just like cloudy and just humid, and you could see like the barometric pressure was changing, and I started feeling that pain again. So I'm thinking my pain is more so dealing with the you hear old folks say, I know it's about the storm because my bones hurting or something, that old crazy folktale stuff. But I think it might be true. Now I do know. Well, hold on, I'll get to that in a second. But like I was saying, I think that might be true because when the weather was bad, I felt bad. When the weather was good, I felt fine. And I mean, when I say bad, I mean like it wasn't quite like it was before surgery. Like I said, I would put that pain before surgery, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put it at a 20. This pain I felt, which was in the same areas, some of the same regions, it wasn't all the same pain. It was just maybe a little glimpse of it. But I would put that at like a 2 or 3. But the fact is, I felt the pain. I worked through it. Could I work through it? Yes. It didn't hinder me from doing my daily activities or anything like that. So that's that. I just kind of wanted to go over that with you. Now, with that being said, the summary of that, what I just said, I would just say, my personal belief is the weather does affect, something in the body. And if you have this surgery, you might want to prepare for that. I don't know what region you might live in, because I've read so many things, but one person was like, you wouldn't want to stay, and I can't remember where the place was, but they were like, it's always cold with storms, and it's just horrible on the bones and everything, but maybe they're right. So you might want to think about that as well if you're looking to get this surgery. And if you've had this surgery and you've been experiencing pain off and on, you might want to monitor the weather to see if that affects your pain. Another thing that I will say while we're discussing, just some trigger points. We live in a modern day now. We always on our phones with our heads like this and whatever. I notice if I have my head down looking at my phone, or if I'm kind of sanding on something, I have my head down for a good little minute, that initial lift up, it's a little pain. I mean, it's not much, but it's just a little restricted pain up in that same area. Like I said, it's not nothing I would really call something to cause great concern, but it is something that's there. So I just wanted to, let you guys know that that's how I'm feeling. So if you haven't had this surgery, or even if you have, just kind of monitor what triggers, and if you haven't had this surgery yet, just know this is what I'm going through, this is how I feel. But at the end of the day, I will say I do feel fine. I really honestly do. This is my scar. I know I've showed it in other videos. One thing I will say about this scar, I've gotten like a mosquito bite on there, and that is the worst thing in the world, because for some reason right there in that little area is just so tender, and oof, you just can't leave it alone. It's crazy, but it's weird. But it is what it is. I can't really think of anything else that trigger. I mean, like I said, when I sit down, I still get the same little deal, same finger still the same. That hasn't gone away. My surgeon said that could last up to a year. Me doing my own research, I've read that it could last up to 2 years, depending on the severity of it. But I'm in good faith, and I hope everything turns out, like it should in the end game, which I would like to be pain free. But after dealing what I went through with the weather, I don't think I will ever be just absolutely pain free. I think the weather will always trigger it, and I think maybe some other things will trigger, which I will go into in my next video, like I told y'all before, which will be my longest video, where I'm going to go over everything that I've been through, because I got some very interesting things I want to share with you all about physical therapy that I went to before I had surgery, and the things that she told me, which I think are true to a degree. I won't go into detail about that now, so please don't bombard me with comments about it. Just kind of hold on for that video. Oh, and I had somebody ask me, can I stand up? I can stand up fine. I can run. I mean, that's no issue. I think they thought I couldn't stand because I'm always sitting or something. But that's no issue. So, I mean, you don't have any, I don't think you shouldn't have anything to worry about with, I guess, standing or your feet or your legs or anything if you're having cervical issues, But other than that, I just want to let you guys know how I feel once I got back to work. Like I said, I've been back to work for 4 weeks, 1 month, which is 5 months out of post-surgery, and I feel fine. I mean, I do feel fine. I have my good days, I have my bad days. It's kind of like a roller coaster, but I will say that more or less contributes to the weather than anything else. It's not like physical. Now, my job is not that demanding. I don't lift a lot of heavy stuff, so I can't really speak on that. I don't lift a lot of heavy stuff. Now, I help lift stuff around the house and do things of that nature, and we do have some heavy items, but I don't overwork myself by any means. So I guess with that said, I would just tell you, just like everybody else said, like your doctor would tell you, like anybody or any of these comments you read, take it easy. Don't overwork yourself. And just let your recovery be just that, a recovery. Don't force it. Don't try to speed it up. Just take your time, and do what the surgeons tell you to do. So my doctor told me not to be under any restrictions, but I'm not. I mean, I'm still gonna go by some of those restrictions. I'm not gonna lift real heavy items. So I mean, that's just that. Like I said, that to me, that should cover it. Like I didn't, and this video is already 10 dang on minutes. I didn't want to make it this long, but like I said, I feel fine. I don't think it's anything to worry about. To date, I'm still taking it day by day. 5 months into this thing, still taking it day by day. So, it is what it is. So, I just hope this, like I told you, I make these videos to more or less help people with their fear, because I was very afraid, and I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid for my future. I feel fine. I can do my same daily activities I've been doing. So, that's more or less why I make these videos. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anyone. I can't tell you to get or to not to get the surgery. I'm just telling you what I went through, what I have gone through, and how I feel, and what I do on a day-to-day basis to try to give you an understanding, to help you in your judgment of what you might choose to do with your body, regarding a procedure like I had. We coming up on the 12-minute mark, so I think I've pretty much covered what I wanted to, with me being back to work and how I feel, which is I feel fine. So I hope this video reaches someone, and I hope it helps them. And like I said before, I'm always open to answering any questions, so just feel free. If you got a question, ask, and I'll answer the best I can. So like I said, my next video is going to be one of the longest ones I make, and I'm going to do a little edit and show you some pictures of my MRI. And I got another picture like of a downward of your spine, but I'm not going to show that because I don't understand that picture. I can't explain it. I mean, I wouldn't know what I'm looking at anyway if I showed it to you, so I'm not going to even waste my time showing you that. And I forgot to take a picture last time I went to the doctor, but they said my bones are fusing really good, and I could see the difference in the two pictures of my first x-ray and the last one. And I'm sorry I didn't take a picture of that, but I think I might have one of the prior one, and I could just kind of detail and tell you how that would look. But just that's going to be on my next video, so just look forward to that, because I know a lot of people are asking me, can you show me your images? Can you show me your images? What made you get the surgery? So I'm going to do that for you guys on my next video. If you see that, don't think there's nothing wrong with my internal throat. I just got me a little drink over there, so that's all. Yeah, that should do it, man, for this video. But like I said, just take it easy. I've been taking it easy. I feel fine. So until next time, man, just be easy on yourself out there, and like I said, I hope this video helps somebody. Thanks.